Welcome back. Just before we get into the discussion of the promises of the All Progressives Congress, let's flip to the news studios where Ayotunde is standing by to give us a look at the headlines. Ayo.
That's right, Nyota. These are the headlines right about now. At least 9 people have been killed and 2 others injured after gunmen stormed 2 communities in River State in Nigeria's South-South region. A statement issued by the River State Police Public Relations Officer, Mr. Ahmed Mohammed, says armed men went on a shooting spree in Obrikom and Obo communities. Mr. Mohammed says that an initial death toll of 6 has risen to 9. He adds that the assailants also set ablaze the house of a local politician, Vincent Ogbagu, who is a state parliament candidate in the April 11th election. The President-elect, General Muhammadu Buhari, has thanked the people of Yobe State for voting for him during the presidential elections, despite the fact that his campaign train did not even visit the state. General Buhari was speaking at his residence in Abuja while receiving a delegation of leaders from the state led by the governor, Ibrahim Gaidam. The governor says the people of Yobe State congratulate the president-elect and they pray for his success while in office. Now, with just a week to the governorship elections, it will be expected that the peaceful conduct experienced during the March 28 presidential poll will be replicated. Calling on politicians and party supporters to engage with what he describes as a fair game is the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, that's Mr. Jimmy Agbaje, where he adds that the conduct of the Independent National Electoral Commission is commendable so far, which shows that democracy is taking root in the country. Kenya is yet to recover from the deadly attack at the university in the northeast, as the police have arrested 5 people following the Al-Shabaab assault in eastern Kenya on Thursday, which left 148 people dead. The country's internal security ministry says some of the suspects were arrested while trying to flee to neighboring Somalia. All the victims, mostly students, were killed when gunmen attacked a university campus in Garissa. Well, those are the news headlines. It's still Nigeria 2015. Nauta, you have the floor now.
Thank you, Ayotunde. And back here in the studio, we do have, I introduced him earlier, Mr. Chiman Naji, legal practitioner and channels in-house analyst. Thank you. And Mr. Ajanaku, Ido Ajanaku, media strategist at Ambode Campaign Organization. All right, let me begin with you, Mr. Naji. What do you think about the promises made? You heard Mr. Laki and the strategies he said they have already put in place to ensure that they fulfill those promises to Nigerians.
Well, I don't have problem with promises. I have problems with delivery. And delivery needs to be signposted by the strategic plans that have been put in place to realize these promises. Promises just like bouillon cubes. They could taste nice, but will they season the soup? That is the million-dollar question. I believe these promises are doable. They are deliverable. Because I have also been one of the very few people that believe that we have quite enough resources in this country, unfortunately cornered by a few, and hamstrung the government over the years from delivering on the basic necessities of life. If it is possible to plug these loopholes that the APC is promising, and these things are doable. I agree with Aleke, it's a question of the will. Because if you will that you want to go to Lagos Island, then your next problem will be, how do I get there? Is it by road, by helicopter, or do I trek? But if you do not have the will to move the first step, you probably never get there. So if it is possible that this government, because yes, I agree there have been a lot of campaigns and statements surrounding the integrity of the president-elect, but the new party, the incoming ruling party is not also short of corrupt people. You understand? Surrounding the president-elect. So how he does exercise himself from the incapacitating or usually incapacitating influence of such people, you understand, will determine whether he's able to deliver on those promises. I believe that security, the insecurity we have today, we are gradually inching to the end, but it needs to be sustained such that never again should any of the part of this country, any territory in this country be taken by anybody under whatever guise in a forceful manner.
Okay, Mr. Janaku, do you think that the president-elect is likely to be influenced by the few, even as Mr. Nadia said?
Maybe many people did not know General Muhammadu Buhari. You will recall that a lot has been said about him. But I want to tell you very quickly that whatever people that we must have seen around General Muhammadu Buhari will not definitely have a negative effect on him. And let me say this very quickly that what we are witnessing that led to the emergence of General Buhari is one of those things that has been foretold. In his books, one of his books, later from Awolowo, in one of his books, The Heroes, he predicted, he wrote, and I quote, that one day the best of the conservative, the best of the progressive, they will come together to rule this country. What happened on March 28th this year was the actual prediction of that destiny. And look, let me also tell you very quickly that it is unfortunate because APC has never been at the center of power since democracy returned in 1999. PDP has always been there. So for them, for APC to have kicked out PDP, they at least they know what it takes to be in opposition. In other words, they will try as much as possible not to make the mistakes that PDP were making, and they used effectively to throw them out. And I can assure you, because this is a witness, this is the beginning of a new era. I can assure you, as we go gradually, we will see that this new quest for development in Nigeria is a new beginning for the nation.
All right, we'll take another break and we'll come back to continue this conversation. Please join us again.